a little bit because y'all be complaining on YouTube. Y'all act like y'all be paying a nigga a lot of money. Y'all don't. Alright y'all, what's good? Leekautorepair. Got a car for y'all. This is a 2012 GMC ACADIA. I believe this body style go from 07 all the way up to 2016. There's difference between the engines. Some of them got direct injection, some of them don't. I believe this one don't have direct injection because I do not see the direct injection setup on here. So, Mike could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not stupid. I don't see the cam driven fuel pump or actuator or whatever the fuck you call it, the bitch that ticks underneath the car or whatever. So I know y'all ain't see me in a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and start batching out how-to videos. There's no need to talk about my disappearance. You should worry about my presence. So hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. My P.O. box is active, so I'll leave description and everything at the end of the video if you guys want to send me some stuff or whatever. All right, so first thing I'm going to be doing a tune-up on this, just replacing the spark plugs. The customer supplied their own parts. We got NGK, laser, iridium. These are the ones you don't have to gap. You just literally drop them in there and you Gucci. So it's 6 cylinders. Being as though you got 6 cylinders, you need 6 spark plugs. So to get to some of these cars, you got to remove this intake manifold right here. Got to get removed so you can get to the back plugs or like the front plugs. On this design, on this style, on this engine, in this particular year or this particular engine, I believe, like I said, it don't have direct injection because I don't see the setup for it. I have access to get to the back plugs. You probably can't see it. Maybe I'll sneak back there with a camera, but I can fill all 3 coil packs, and I can fill the 10mm bolt for it with the connector. So I believe I can just get in there. I might have to go in there blind, but if you could do the front bank right here, the front bank, you good. So before I get started, well, we're just gonna talk about what's needed. You just take off your oil cap, take off your engine cover. I left that on up in the cowl up there or whatever. Like I said, there's first 3 coils in this bank right here. Wherever you want to start it, I'm going to start with this hardest one right here. I got this EVAP purge valve right here. It's in the way. Maybe I can sneak it out, maybe I can't, but there is a 10mm bolt on this one side right here. So I'm going to take off this sensor and I'm going to get in there with my ratchet, and I'm going to take it off with the as soon as I can find my setup. I'm gonna get me a swivel, and I'm only going to show you pretty much how to do one plug, and after that everything is pretty much self-explanatory. I believe that if you can't handle one spark plug, how the hell you gonna handle this whole job? Am I being honest? I'm being honest, cuz?
You're being honest.
I'm being honest. We're gonna keep going. So I'm gonna back this off. Like I said, I'm taking off the EVAP purge valve. So that way I got room to get to this coil pack. And be careful, I believe this EVAP purge valve got, here's the bolt for it. I believe this got a seal in it because it goes into the intake. So make sure you got your seal right here, the O-ring. So let's just hang this off to the side. Be careful, or you can just leave it hanging down, whatever. Do not flex the joint, the line, because that's gonna be your ass. All right, so now I have access to this bolt right here. So I'm gonna I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to get in there with a long extension and a 10mm deep setup, and I'm going to look like I'm on there. I'm on there enough. Want to crack it free. Be careful not to damage. If you're using electric impacts or power tools like me, be careful not to damage your you know, this plastic manifold, or if you have aluminum, ceramic, whatever, be careful. Vibration from impact tools do make cracks, and the crack will travel, so just be careful. So I was able to sneak in. I got it. If you want, you can get in there with a swivel. A swivel work. I chose not to, but good thing with Harbor Freights come with these type of, a lot of people don't like these design extensions, but it makes the socket swivel a little bit, gives you some type of degree. But it ain't like how my snap-on ones, I could do like a good flex on it or whatever. And I got ratchets that flex as well. I got all types of flex that make me flexible, right?
Yes.
I guess. All right, so I'm gonna pull this spark plug, the coil pack out. And like I said, I took the bolt off, I took the purge valve out the way, and so I twisted it some, and you twist it a little bit, you can pull it straight out. When you're doing spark plugs, make sure your coil pack, if it's wet, you know that what? Your tube seals for your valve cover is leaking. So I can peek down inside the cylinder. I don't see any oil. Can you see down in there, cousin? Nope. All the way down in there, in this in that cylinder, if you can see, I can see real good. You kind of can see. It looked good to me, right? It looks bone dry. All right, so I'm gonna take my spark plug socket. You wondering what size socket you need? 5/8 is the size, and it comes. Make sure you get the spark plug one. I believe 5/8 is a 14. It could be a 14 or a 17. I believe it's a 17. I could be wrong. I ain't no standard specialist. I don't even like standard, and I'm American. And it comes with like a rubber little thing in there to catch the spark plug so you can pull it up. And 3/8 drives, that's all you need to know. So I'm gonna take my extension off. Could grab another one because I got multiple extensions, but I'm gonna use this one. And I wanna stick this down inside of the tube. Looks like I need a longer extension because I wanna use my electric ratchet. And now I don't have to use, could've used a ratchet. You don't have hand tools like me. I got hand tools. Cool. I think we need to get some more light. You know, I don't think they see me. I think they hearing me, but they ain't seeing me. So I want to make sure they see me. I got my cool Braun light from Harbor Freights. Paid like $29.99. It was on sale. Got my cool, this one from Snap-on. This is the best light. I got another one over here. I don't get sidetracked, but I like tools. This one, if you can see over here, this is the best one. That one costs more money. We're not gonna talk about that. I got my stream light. I got all my lights back now. I need to work on getting my underhood light. I think I might try to fix it or buy another one. We'll figure it out. So there's only a special underhood light joint I like because it got LEDs on it or whatever. So whatever, we're gonna talk about that in another video. So I'm ready to crank it free. I'm just gonna break it loose, righty tighty, lefty loosey, and then I'm gonna drive it out with the gun. Here we go, broke free. That's spinning out. Mind you, I said I'm only showing them how many? Just one. That's it. I'm not showing them nothing else. Because the reason why I be getting all like this too a little bit, because y'all be complaining on YouTube. Y'all act like y'all be paying a nigga a lot of money. Y'all don't. You should just shut up and be grateful. That's the best I can give you. Cool. So now, got the spark plug out. Now, spark plug, this one don't look too bad. If you can see the discoloration in the color, no need to try to diagnose what's what. It does look like it need to get replaced. The tip is burnt a little bit. So we're gonna put some new ones in it, but I believe he's at his 100,000 miles and you know, you wanna just go ahead and do preventive maintenance. That's what a tune-up is, preventative maintenance. It ain't like people be thinking when they get a tune-up, they get something done to their car going 1,000 miles per hour down the road and they be like, yeah, my car feel better. No, it runs the way it used to run when you first got it. That's it. That's the difference. So when you change the spark plugs, when someone tell you you get a tune-up or you got a tune-up, all they did was just really change the spark plugs and they did preventative maintenance. Whatever. So I want to compare the spark plugs. You can see the difference in the spark plugs. This one is NGK. This one is AC Delco. Being though GM is good with their parts. They do offer iridium, as you can see. You can go with NGKs. There's a lot of other cars that use NGKs, like a lot of foreign cars use NGKs. Like when I had a Honda, 08 Honda Accord, used the NGKs. My Camaro took, the Camaro I had, it took NGKs or whatever. But on this one, we're not using AC Delco because that's what they offer at the dealership. So if you want to be an overachiever, you can go get it. The part number is 126-22561. Leave it, maybe I'll leave it in the description. Maybe I won't. Maybe I care, maybe I don't. So you don't have to gap these. If you try to gap these, then you just, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Just don't gap them. Just put them in there and make sure they're the same size spark plugs or whatever, and go ahead and get it in there and drop it down in the cylinder. Don't drop it down there literally, but just put it down in there gently. Make sure you thread it in like at least 6-7 turns and you good. So now I'm going to take my electric ratchet. Mind you, using hand tools, so you're going to have to crank longer than me. So going to the right, righty tighty, lefty loosey, and I'm going to keep driving it in until I feel some resistance, and the minute it stops, I'm gonna stop hitting the ratchet and then I'm gonna manually torque it. All right, see how it took me? So now, that's it, just a little snag. Spark plugs don't have to be too tight. Make sure they ain't loose, but do not overkill. Once it stops, do like a little snug, please, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. So now I'm ready to drop my coil pack in. So now, once I said, when you're done one, you're done them all. This is the hardest one to get to on this engine, like I said, but you could have one with direct injection, you gotta remove the manifold. Either way, it's not hard at all because you got 6, 7, 8, look like you got 8 manifold bolts. I could be wrong because there is some weird nerd who don't get no sex, who always like looking on specifications and let people know if they got something wrong, or we just want to point out something that somebody did wrong in the video. The dudes who don't get no sex always be the ones that be trolling mock efforts in the comments. So I'm gonna reduce the cussing because I know people like to, you know, snitch on me all the time and shit. So damn, I just cuss, right? Did live. So make sure it's in there. You know it's in there right when you get that seal, when you feel like the seal set in. So I'm throwing in my 10mm bolt. I'm gonna get my 10mm 3/8 deep socket. I could get in there with a different, like a swivel. I'm not gonna use it. A lot of people don't own swivels. That's cool. We'll make it work and drive it down. These bolts do not have to be that tight. Literally probably like 5 pounds of torque or not even. Snag, that's it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So plug my connector back in. I'm gonna put my spark plug, what the hell, what am I calling this spark plug? My purge valve. Put that back in. I'm gonna get my bolt for it, my 10mm bolt. Now, I could have left it out, but being as though, you know, I don't think you know, it's not in my way of anything. I don't think I need to. So I'm gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna grab my swivel and put my socket on. And I wanna tighten it. Since it's plastic, I am not gonna overkill. That's it. That's all you get. That's all she wrote. My fault. Hit the camera. Go ahead and plug up my connector before I have a check engine light. That's in there. So next, I'm going to show you how to do one more sensor. One more coil pack. If you want, you can move this out the way. Don't worry about that. Gonna do this one. Take the connector off. Some people don't take connectors off. Some people do. To each his own. You make your cake, you eat your own cake. Don't let nobody tell you how to eat. That makes sense. I don't believe that didn't make sense, right? But whatever. It
made a little sense.
Make it make sense. All right. Just make sure you got beach on the sand. Don't go to no beach with no sand. Did that make sense?
That made perfect sense.
Yeah. All right. Drinking a 6-pack with 1 beer in it on original purchase. That don't make sense. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm taking this off. 10mm bolt, as we discussed, and gonna pull it out just like that. Make sure it ain't wet. These ain't wet. Cylinder's bone dry. Now I'm gonna go in and drop my spark plug socket. Now you can get this from your local parts store. You don't have to buy this. You can use a 17. If you use a 17, good luck getting the spark plug out. It's gonna literally drop and you're gonna need a magnet. That's the only other advice I can give you for backyard mechanics. So I'm gonna hook up my wobbly long extensions. A lot of people don't know how to use ratchets, period. Air ratchet, electric ratchet is a certain way you use it. Just be careful. If it's too tight, do not tighten it. If it won't break free, don't try to break this. You'll break the head of it, literally, and then you're just gonna be mad. So, certain way you do it. Always crack it free and then tighten it manually. So I believe I should be out. And the reason why I like to use impact tools because it makes the job a lot faster. One time I used air ratchet, removing spark plugs out this Honda CRV, and I cracked the spark plug, and I had to, don't ask me how I got the porcelain out of the cylinder. Somehow we did, and it ended up using a shop vacuum and blowing. I think somehow the exhaust valve was open and was able to blow it out of the exhaust valve. So I guess I got lucky on that one. So this spark plug looked the same as the last one. Go ahead and keep your spark plugs in a pile. You never know. You might need to diagnose something. You got a spare spark plug laying around somewhere that you can use to put on a spark plug boot and ground it off to check for spark or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing a little stuff at you. So go ahead and insert it. Some people like to lube it. I don't. No, I'm not doing it. Not on cars like this. The tube is clean. The spark plug is clean. It's not an old car. And some of these joints already come with a little grease inside of it. Look like this one dried up. You don't have to. You don't even have to put anti-seize on the threads. Don't nobody use anti-seize like that no more. And I worked in dealerships and they did. I'll lie to you not. That's for older cars. This is newer cars. So I want to tighten this. Anybody want to argue with me in the comment section about what I said? Go ahead. I don't care. That's you. You're just going to get ignored. And tighten, crank. That's it. Don't overkill. And put my spark plug in. And that's all she wrote. Now the back plugs, you got more room than you do in the front ones. So I'm pretty much just going to settle this video just like how it is. Just going to end it. 2012 GMC ACADIA, years ago from 07 all the way up to the newest body style, whatever it is they got. Spark plug replacement. I'll show you how to do 2 spark plugs, and you know, like I said, the back bank, you can get to it real cool. Cousin, put the camera back here so they can maybe kind of can see. So I want to get this camera in here. You can see the back bank. You got 1, 2. Here's the other one over there. You got plenty of room. Other than that, there's nothing else for me to tell you. Well, it's something to tell myself. If I could just shut up and tighten this 10mm bolt. So Leekautorepair, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, but we'll be batching out a bunch of how-to videos for you guys. I know I've been out of the game for a minute. Don't mean my channel ain't been monetized. My channel's still monetized. That's good. But I need to bring out more content because I am in a place where I'm able to provide you guys with content. So I'm going to keep everything relevant. We're not going to talk about nobody. We're not going to YouTube beef. We're not doing none of that old extra. We're just doing car stuff. So if you like the video, like it. If you don't, you can hit the dislike button. To me, I feel like you liked it. If you hit the dislike button, I feel like you liked it. There's no other way to put it. So you didn't hurt my feelings. I'll leave all my information. Leekautorepair. You guys want Leekautorepair shirts? This is a little older one. I gotta get me some new shirts. Hit me up in my email, leekautorepair@gmail.com. Anybody want me to review stuff? Tools, special wrenches, special socks. I don't know, whatever you want me to review. Let me know. Get at me in the email, leekautorepair@gmail.com. Car questions, make sure you get at me at leekautorepair@gmail.com. What else? I was my P.O. Box. My name is Malik, in parentheses, Leekautorepair. P.O. Box number 4, Lansdowne, PA 19050. You got some cool stuff you want to send me, you can send me. Got 2 YouTubers, Scott Pearson and Ken 1970 Chevelle. They send me stuff. If you guys want to send me some more stuff, we can fill this whole thing up or whatever. That's cool. Send it to my P.O. Box, whatever. Brian, I appreciate you for sending me those Gucci shoes. My colleague Buzz over there, I appreciate you, bro. That's definitely some love. I wasn't able to do like an official mail call, but I get it together. We'll get there. Shout out to Brian. I believe it's Brian916. I could be wrong. Make sure I'll leave it the name in the video or whatever. Make sure you guys get over there and follow him. Cool ass mechanic, just like me. Ain't no other way to put it. And you know, you keep it real in the field. I don't know about those other fugazi motherfuckers and shit. I've been real with you. So that's all I got. And anything else I'm missing? And you want to donate something? You can cash at me. My cash app is $Leekautorepair. You felt like, dang, Leek, you looked out. I feel like I want to send you something because you saved me a lot of money. It's cool. Cash at me. You cash at me. I'll take it. And that's all I got to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll holler.